Hey, John here from John's Do It Yourself. I just got the GRR Ripper push block. I'm going to do an out-of-the-box review. We're going to put this thing together. I'm going to show you the quick assembly. It should be simple. And then we're going to take it to the table saw. I'm going to do a review on it, and if I really like it, it says it can be used for the bandsaw as well. And I'd like to use it on the bandsaw because I always feel like I'm going to cut my thumbs off when I use the bandsaw. Okay, so we'll see if this is worth the money.
Opening up the box, everything seems to be tightly packed. A small bag of screws, the block handle, the center leg, a 1/2 inch leg, a 1/4 inch leg, the main body, and balance support. And in the bottom of the box, an installation manual. So opening up the bag of screws reveals 2 oval thumb screws, 2 round thumb screws, 2 offset oval nuts, 2 round thumb nuts, 2 1/4 inch washers, 2 3/4 inch pan head screws, 9 7/16 inch washers, 4 1/2 inch pan head screws, and 7 small rubber black O-rings. Start with your base plate and handle. Now, with 2 of the 3/4 inch pan head screws and the 2 1/4 inch washers, place the washers on the screws and drop into the holes on the handle. Take the oval offset nuts and hand thread them onto the screws. Do not tighten them, just enough to hold them on the screws so the screws do not fall out of the handle. Now, align the oval offset nuts in the tracks on the top of the main block until they slide in. Center the handle and then tighten into place. Take the center leg, the one about 1 inch wide, and the oval thumb screws, and slide them in the holes on each end of the leg from inside out on the center leg. The oval head should be on the inside of the leg. With the base plate on its side, align the ovals so they slide into the base plate tracks. Add a washer to the screw where it protrudes out of the sides, and then place an oval nut on the screw and hand tighten. Take the 1/4 inch wide leg and with the 1/2 inch pan head screw, place a washer on the screw and slide it through the hole on the face of the leg. Then, with a black rubber O-ring, slide it over the screw threads to keep the screw from falling back out of its position. You can use a screwdriver to screw it in, but you're really just pushing it through to the O-ring. With the base plate back on its side, find the 2 receiving threads for the 1/4 inch leg. Align your screws and screw the leg into the side of the base. Repeat the exact same process for the last leg. Now with a round thumb screw, add a washer and then a black O-ring and attach your balance support. To start, place the block on a flat surface and then tighten the balance support to the base. Before I started cutting, I visually checked that the saw blade tunnel was aligned to the push block. This way, the saw blade would not damage my push block. Okay, to start things off, my first test will be a simple rip of a 2x4. So let's see how this does. This push block is designed to glide along the rip fence of the table saw, so the rip fence must be parallel to the table saw blade in order to maintain that parallel feed. So let's get it started and see how it does. Okay, the results after my very first cut. Surprisingly, it gripped the wood very well and allowed me to place my full weight of my body on it, more than just what I could normally apply with my fingertips, and I think this gave me a little bit more control while pushing it through the saw blade. This is great when you have a large board like this and you are worried that it might pop up on one end while cutting. So let's see how it will do on smaller cuts now. I wanted to rip these smaller boards in half, so I aligned my blocks, got my piece started, and then with the push block, I fed them through. Okay, again, I feel I have much more control over the piece as it is traveling through the saw blade. I definitely think I will get a straighter cut using this block. So all of these pieces you see me cutting are actually being used in projects. So I wanted to mention that it is possible that the push block would actually save you time. I needed to cut multiple small pieces for a project. Watch how quickly and safely I can cut these with the push block. Even on the fly, I can quickly adjust the block's feet to get every little piece out of my stock that is needed. The last test I wanted to try was using it on my bandsaw. I have already seen how great this block grips to the wood. Now I would be able to see how it will make me feel as the board passes the blade where my hands would be. Like I said earlier in this video, I always feel like at a point the wood would jump forward and I would cut my thumbs while pushing the board through. Well, first, the block completely removes my thumbs from the track of the blade, or the back of the board for that matter. But the biggest benefit I think I saw was allowing me to keep pressure on the top of the board up against the fence. It's easy at the bottom because a feather board is in place, but sometimes while pushing your board, it gets away from the top of the fence. With this block, I think I have better control while making those wide board grips. This was great. It felt great too, and the results came out fantastic. So overall, I have to give the gripper push block a thumbs up. It has great grip, reversible 1/2 and 1/4 inch side legs. It ensures a parallel feed, prevents kickback, prevents burning, keeps hands and fingers away from the blade, and overall I think it gives me a straighter cut. This push block has found a home in my garage, my AKA workshop. That is when my wife's car is not parked in it. So if you're interested in this push block, see the description below. As always, thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.